Well, now it looks like Microsoft is rethinking Copilot. They got the memo from users that Microslop is unacceptable. They do not want Copilot shoved into everything. And they're slowing their roll a little bit on the rollout of Copilot, which is annoying as hell. I've had to uninstall Copilot multiple times from our Windows PCs. I think they know that if they keep pushing features that users do not want, that are unpopular, that people are just going to go to Linux or find another alternative to Microsoft. I mean, not only did Microsoft force you to upgrade to Windows 11, but Windows 11 currently is very AI heavy, and that was not the original plan. That's something that they did in the last year or so, that Satya Nadella decided that everything was going to be AI, and consumers don't want it, and admins don't want it. It complicates things. It's not ready for prime time. And I think this is another sign of the AI bubble getting ready to burst if it hasn't already started to pop. You know how if you watch a slow motion video, like one of those like high speed videos where it's like super slow motion, you see the bubble pop? I feel like we're there. I feel like we're starting to see the reality, which is all this stuff was pumped up, and now it's not delivering on the promise that they were giving investors. It costs too much and it doesn't do enough, and consumers don't want it. I think most people would jump ship if there were a viable alternative to Microsoft that was just an operating system that wasn't, difficult for people to install. And Linux Mint isn't, but I'm just saying, like, if people had a choice, vanilla or chocolate, and the vanilla had a bunch of shit in it, and nuts and candy and stuff like that you couldn't eat, and they're like, oh, you can't just have plain vanilla anymore. You got to have this. And well, I'm allergic to nuts. I'm diabetic or whatever. Well, if you're diabetic, shouldn't be eating ice cream. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got a bunch of stuff in it you don't want. People just pick chocolate by default, even if they don't like chocolate that much. That's just kind of where we're at right now. And I think they know that. And every big tech company, if you look at the history, the relatively brief history of the internet, we've had a lot of tech companies, tech companies that were too big to fail. Right, AOL and MySpace and all these other companies, and they're gone. Basically, they're shells of their former selves. And Microsoft is headed down that path. If they continue to push features that people don't want, consumers are going to reject them, and they're just going to pick whatever the hell else comes along that looks better. I mean, that's what happened with MySpace. Everybody migrated to Facebook. And Facebook is basically MySpace now. And all it would take is for somebody else to come along with a better operating system that is just an operating system, and people would jump ship. But now they're slowing their roll on the Copilot rollout. And this is after they got all kinds of backlash from their own users in Discord. They were banning the word Microslop on the Microsoft Discord. So it's pretty bad, guys. So let's talk about this. Good luck with all that, Satya. Good luck. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. This is coming from PC World Report. Microsoft rethinks AI ambitions in Windows 11 after pushback. Promised AI features are being put on hold while existing AI features are being reduced or removed. So they don't know what to do with itself. This is coming from PC World. Microsoft doesn't know what to do with itself, at least as far as Copilot AI and Windows are concerned. Like all of its products, its main product line. Reports suggest that Microsoft is backing away from more AI in Windows 11. We'll talk about that. They just announced that they're not going to force it in Office 365, I guess. The past 2 years have seen a huge push by Microsoft to incorporate its Copilot AI into Windows, starting with Copilot Plus PCs in 2024. But recent data shows that Copilot PCs are a bust. Microsoft seems to know this and has started pivoting away from all that. Dell wouldn't make them either. They were pushing their standard computers over the Copilot computers. Microsoft once said that every Windows 11 PC will be an AI PC. The company appears to finally see the writing on the wall. The AI bubble is bursting, guys. According to Windows Central, Microsoft isn't just scaling back on Copilot integration in Windows, but even moving to reduce AI bloat across the operating system. Originally announced in 2024, Microsoft's plan to integrate Copilot across various areas of Windows 11 has been shelved as the company reevaluates its AI approach in the OS. Microsoft spokesperson commented, our approach to product development is to preview with customers and evolve with feedback. Well, the feedback was pretty strongly against it. When they're calling it Microslop and they're getting banned from Discord And everybody is jumping ship or hanging on to Windows 10 for dear life, or looking for ways to uninstall Copilot from their computers, right? You got a problem, guys. You got a huge problem. Some experiences we may preview privately and update before rolling out more broadly. Others we iterate publicly with feedback from Windows insiders. In both of these cases, features may change, be removed, or be replaced over time as we gather input. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know as well as I do that people just don't like Copilot. In the past, Microsoft's social media pushes for Copilot have sparked backlash, with many voicing what we're mostly all feeling. No one asked for this. And it seems Microsoft is finally listening. The stubborn forcing of Copilot down the throats of Windows users has perhaps permanently damaged the operating system's reputation, to the point where we're now even saying that Microsoft Copilot is the new Internet Explorer. Damn. Yeah, they had to rebrand their browser as Edge because Explorer was such a fucking failure, and they put it in everything. So look, when you've got the largest market share by a wide margin, you get cocky and you feel like you can just give people whatever slop you want to give them, and they're gonna lap it up, because what other choice do they have? What, you're gonna go buy an Apple? You're gonna go buy an iMac? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna install Linux yourself? You don't know anything about computers, Grandma. You're gonna turn the computer on and it's gonna boot to Windows 11, and you're gonna like it, bitch. You're gonna like it. Now play your solitaire and go on Facebook and talk to your friends and shut the fuck up. That's basically their mindset, right? You're a pay pig. And it's backfiring. It's backfiring. That's crazy. They're actually calling it the new Internet Explorer. Yeah, Microsoft Copilot is the new Internet Explorer. Users are skipping Copilot and downloading alternatives instead. Does this sound familiar? Yeah. Can this shift in strategy repair the damage? Well, okay, so now they're pausing the Copilot creep after admins cry foul. So OMAC deployment of Redmond's assistant halted for now. This is last night. Microsoft has paused plans to force the Microsoft 365 Copilot app on users, halting automatic installations for an unspecified period. They'll probably just halt it and hope that you forget about it, and then they'll roll out like Windows 12. This app provides a centralized entry point for accessing Copilot experiences and AI-powered capabilities across Microsoft 365. This change simplifies access to Copilot and ensures users can easily discover and engage with productivity-enhancing features. Customers using Microsoft 365 desktop client apps were the targets, and the Windows behemoth originally planned to start rolling it out in October. That slipped to December, and now it's been temporarily halted, and I think that will become a permanent thing. In a post on the Message Center, Microsoft stated that existing installations were unaffected, and the change excluded customers in Europe. Administrators wanting the rollout to resume can deploy the app via other methods and should await further updates. They know it's a fucking failure. It's an odd decision from Microsoft, although it might reflect a change in priorities as the policy of Copilot. Copilot, all the things reportedly, undergoes a rethink, at least as far as Windows 11 is concerned. It needs to be a separate app that you can opt into if you want to. You know, forcing it on everybody and embedding it in freaking Notepad. It's in Notepad now. Who the hell wants it? Because your computer, people have concerns about their privacy to begin with, and your fucking computer is spying on you and sending shit to Microsoft constantly, and it's bloatware. My wife's computer, it's running like ass, and here it was. It didn't update. There's Copilot. We uninstalled Copilot, and it runs normally again. Oh my God, it's like magic. Right? And turn off OneDrive while you're at it too. It's fair to say the reaction from Microsoft's commercial customers were not universally positive, which was likely also a factor in the decision to halt the rollout temporarily. Making it opt out by default increased the administrative workload and forced IT leaders to make decisions and set policies based on Redmond's whims. So why don't you just ask Copilot, how to replace those admins, right? That's what they want. Eventually, they want Copilot to just run your fucking computer for you. And they want Xbox, whatever the new version of Xbox is, to just play the games for you. It's ridiculous. Again, I'm not anti-AI. I know people are like, well, your opinion seems to change depending on the day of the week. No, my opinion is it's a helpful tool. It's not ready for prime time yet. I'm excited about where it's going to go, but you have to have people's permission to shove it onto their computer. It's really that simple. You can't deploy something like this that's going to cause major issues with performance and privacy and force it on people and expect them to still remain your loyal customers. Again, first option people get, they're going to jump ship. Their stock is not doing good, and you can trace this back to them shoving Copilot into everything. Like when they're forcing everybody to upgrade to Windows 11, it went up. Now we're just going down, 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 guys. Yeah, good luck with all that. Ask Adobe how that's working out for them. I'm going to wrap it up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.